Hey, yo, what's going on YouTube channel? What's up, guys? Tars Downey. We going hard again. Go hard with the principles. Go home. Today, I'm gonna do a small dose on what I think about some of the standards that guys have for women. Okay. Open up a black and mild. Y'all know I gotta do that. Before we get started here, y'all hit the subscribe button for me. Unlike other YouTubers, I'm never gonna ask for money. Never gonna ask for cash apps. Don't want your support as far as money. All I want as far as support is subscriptions. So hit it for me if you already been watching a couple of videos and you've seen it and you think I say good stuff. Hit the subscribe button for me. If you already been watching me a lot and you haven't hit it yet, please hit it. And if this is your first time seeing this stuff that I do, when we get to the end, if you like me, hit that subscribe button. That's all I'm asking for. Never money. Never. Okay. Today I'm going to talk about, for a little bit, not much, small dose. A comment that one of my homies left the other day on my I Recommend Mr. Lucario's channel video. Okay. In that video, I was saying that I recommended Mr. Lucario's channel for certain people and certain ways of thinking. But standards came up in that. And my homeboy Opinions as Average Brothers, y'all don't forget to check out his channel. He left me a comment saying just because other dudes don't have standards, it doesn't mean that other guys can't. Which I think he means by that is just because one guy has standards doesn't mean another guy can't. Okay? If the next dude can tolerate more than me and do the most he can have her, I ain't scared to lose a chick. And that's not really what I was talking about. It's a good comment, but it's not really what I was talking about when I started talking about standards in the other video. Okay? So I'm making this small video right now to kind of go over it. Okay, guys, what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the standards thing is this right here. Guys want to be able to make critiques of women, especially as far as sexual market value or things like that, okay? The problem with that is that for guys, this doesn't really work because most guys don't have standards. See, with women, women can make a critique of you. And that shit's gonna stick because all of them have the same rules. If you're short, she's gonna see you 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 short. It's not like saying somebody's ugly, because that could be fluid with guys. One guy might think she looks good, another guy might think she don't. You see what I'm saying? Most guys can't understand this, but I'm trying to get it across to a couple of people because I want y'all to understand that by guys not having, it's okay to say the stuff like what my homie is saying here right now. But for the ones that don't want to be the average guy, the ones who are really looking to get around this junk that's going on with women, you have to understand that because of this comment, you have to be the best you can be. This is the reason why. Okay? Women without standards still have more power than a guy who doesn't have standards. Girl. The reason that works that way is because, like I just said before, men, matter of fact, you don't even got to take my word for it. If you go watch the video I have called Stop Asking Women to Settle, the game guru, Mr. Lucario, explains in there that guys have to settle sometimes when they go to the club and stuff. So it's not just me saying it. You got your game gurus, your red pill leaders and stuff, they're saying the same shit. That's why people say that I have similar talking points to them. And I do. I just have different opinions of how to handle this junk. See, where Lucario might think it's okay for one guy not to have standards, I don't think it's okay for any guy to not have standards. Why? Because the minute one guy don't have standards, see, if y'all ever seen the movie 300 and really watched it, you heard the Spartans talking about how they used to fight. And they said 1 weak link, that's it. That's all it takes, guys. 1 weak link in the chain and the whole thing bursts. Guys' game and shit or whatever you want to call it has been burst wide open because we have weak links in ours. Women don't have any weak links. It's all the same shit. Matter of factly, I'm gonna step over here in a minute. We're gonna watch some freaking Fresh and Fit, and he's gonna keep going over the same bullshit standards that we've known since high school. They don't change. The women don't change their rules. It doesn't matter if it's ugly chick, fat chick, fine chick. They all got the same standard. And you got guys that got different standards. That is a problem. Most guys are not gonna say this and not gonna admit it. But for you to be one of the ones that's on top, you gotta understand that problem is there. This is why you ain't got time to sit around like Fresh and Fit is about to do in this video, bitching and complaining and whining with women. Now he's got time because he's gonna get his money off of it. He's gonna get his money off of it, but he also, this dude is, they're forever cementing themselves as the king of the nerds, losers, incels. They're not gonna get certain women, Fresh and Fit. So we better get ready to move over to that. But I just wanted to put it out there about this comment here. The standards thing, guys, as long as there's a bunch of guys that don't got standards and there's guys agreeing with guys not having standards, there's not gonna be any this whole trying to tell women about their sexual market value and all that, ain't none of that shit ever gonna work. That's why Kevin Samuels did it he's doing that shit for years. Talked to him thousands of conversations. You can go watch his channel. You can't enforce those rules because they already know they're gonna get somebody or something. It might not be what they want. They don't care about that. They already had that fun. That's why a lot of guys are gonna wind up getting settled for. The boy getting settled for, know this stuff right here and don't waste your time making the comments about SMV, all the other shit. Get your money. Get to the top of the damn mountain and beat your chest from up there. Cause right now, you just stand in the middle of everybody else beating your chest. You look just like them. You need to get to the top of the mountain as high as you can. Beat your chest from up there. So let's go away from this comment. Guys need to have standards. Y'all drop the comments, let me know. But let's go over here and watch Fresh and Fit. Okay? Here they go. And this is only a 7-minute video. So I'm going to put it in the full screen here. And I'll make myself a little bit smaller. So I'll be here at the top. And we're going to go ahead and see why you won't get laid. Now, I'm going to tell you some of it. I listened to some of it already. I ain't listened to the whole thing because it's only 7 minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And he was already talking loser junk. Because these two guys are losers. I'm telling you right now, that most of these people doing this game coaching and all this shit, they losers. They got some money, but they're not. They got the money because they got losers paying them. So you got a Cash App right there. You got people paying them, giving them money, $5, $10, $20, $30 every week to spit loser shit. But this channel here ain't gonna be about loser shit. We're gonna watch the loser shit and we're gonna talk about it. So here they go. Let's go ahead and drop into this.
Women find 88% plus of the men is unattractive, below attractive. Then on top of that, survey, most virgins nowadays, men. Then they've also done studies and they've found in the past decade or so, more men are being sexually ostracized from the sexual marketplace. What I mean by that is that women are reporting the same levels of having sex, whereas men have decreased between ages of 18 to 25 to 29.
Now here's the deal. I don't understand why explaining this or even conversing about this with a woman is going to have any effect or even making it's not helping the dude. It's not going to help the guys, and the women don't give a damn. So I don't really see what the point of discussing this with them is, but maybe y'all can tell me. I know I'm going to get an opinion from average brothers. I know you're going to send me a comment, homie. Tell me why this is important, because explaining this kind of shit to them don't matter. It's like them explaining to us that guys want sex from women and we want them to cook and clean and stuff. And we're going to be like, well, fuck yeah. But I digress. Let me go. Let's keep going.
That's recently?
So, yes. So what's basically happened...
Why do you think that is?
I'll tell you right now.
Because they're being raised by their mom.
That's a part of it. But the real reason is this. We live in a globalized world now. A girl that lived in the middle of nowhere in Iowa, right, that was attractive, she used to only be limited to her own geographic area for partners. But now with Instagram, which is the biggest dating app that no one knows about, but it is the biggest dating app, she can now get hit up by dudes like Mike. Hey, I'm out in LA, come through and visit. She's going to take him over Bobby, who's might be the next door neighbor, good looking guy, whatever it is, but she's gonna go with the multimillionaire. And this is what happens. Go into a nightclub.
I don't see why the fuck that's an issue. I don't see, because that's like you acting and you're explaining something that we already learned in high school. See, let me go ahead and give the answer to that question, okay? That dude next door better go move to LA and get him a nice ass house and shit. He better figure out some way of getting him some money, or he better go and find a girl that doesn't want to go outside of her environment because she's got access to going outside your environment. This is the same thing like saying you have access to doggone education, but you don't use it. Why would somebody do that? Because they don't want it. So the deal is, if people have more access to things they want, then you might want to become what the fuck they want. And so that way they're going to have access to you too. I don't see the sense to keep talking about this one, but maybe people can tell me. So I'm going to go ahead and let them keep talking. Because this nigga's a loser. This is some loser shit to even be discussing with women. But that's my opinion.
Club. Where are the most attractive women concentrated? In the VIPs. Yes. That's how the real world works too. Women date up, they want the best, and that's how it is. That's why I say average men don't stand a chance. It's just that you guys don't understand this because you guys are women. You guys
I would say generally.
No. See, that's why I say the loser shit comes in. It's not they don't understand it because they're women. They don't give a fuck because they're women. It's not their problem. It's not their problem. Women who are not dimes have a harder time. Women who are attractive can get into a club for free. Women who are not attractive have to pay. Do guys care about that shit? No, and we just keep doing it. So what the fuck? But let's go ahead.
I have friends that fly and I just want to have fun for the night. Like, you're talking about dating. Like, all right, if you hit me up on IG, like, yo, you have some friends because you're pretty, but you're pretty friends. Sometimes it's just for the night. We're not trying to get married.
But that's the point I'm trying to make, is that women for the night, you know, this like having that fun, it's with the top dudes.
So
hell, you even told us just now, you got hit up by a dude in a...
So what? This nigga just said it's with the top dudes. So why not? Why not? When we let the women in the club for fucking free, we only let the top women in. I don't get this shit. You're acting like it's a damn double standard when it ain't. We got some too. It's just that, see, because this guy's the king of the goddamn loser, you got to advocate for their doggone problems. And their problems are not problems to real men.
Entourage through Instagram, and he was connected with some people.
But we weren't trying to get married, like, exactly, for the night.
But that's the point I'm trying to make.
We're talking about smashing.
We're talking about sex.
Oh, okay.
Not getting
that's
married.
what we're talking about. Like that's
still, it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate to
he
do
bought the
this,
drink. Yeah.
but I got a super early flight, and I got 2 more people to meet. Like,
Okay.
Ace said they waiting on me right now.
Nah, no worries, man. No
Y'all
worries.
are dope as fuck. Y'all are mad cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank
Yo,
you.
this is a vibe.
Yeah, no, man. Thank you,
Thanks,
Mike.
Mike.
Appreciate it, man.
You oozing brains out of ears though.
Nah, I mean, they always fight me on it, man. They always think I'm like bullshitting or whatever, but
Hey, ladies, it was nice meeting y'all.
I'll show you.
I see the homie right there. If he had somewhere to go or not, for real, but he bowed out of that situation because I think this dude in the back was probably like there's some dumb shit we finna start talking about. Because I don't see why he would leave in the middle of something. He probably, you know what I'm saying, you're multi-millionaire, you probably made appointments and stuff for this type of thing right here. You probably put your time aside for it. But all of a sudden, in the middle of it, you have to go. Millionaires really don't do that. Millionaires, people with money, they really kind of put their time out. You know what I'm saying? He made time to come to this. But let's go.
Yeah, I'm not here, like, ladies, I'm not here just talking shit. Like, it's true. Like, men are reporting the lowest levels of having sex with women. You know what I'm saying? Well, think about it. We
Okay,
have
but that's
8,000.
because it's 2021. Women are using toys. Women are more educated. Women make more money. Women are into women now. Like, come on.
Thank you.
Are you kidding?
Basically, she's saying your ass might have to work a little bit harder. And that's what I've been telling guys on my channel. That's what I'm going to keep telling them on their channel. Because here's the deal. All that junk she just said, especially the education and them having their own money, it's going to knock a lot of guys out of a lot of guys used to only get women. See, I was alive, you know what I'm saying, during certain times when it was like women had lesser jobs and stuff like that. They picked guys for some of those reasons. See, now that shit don't exist no more. So you gotta do something else. But for some reason, guys don't want to accept that responsibility. Let's see what else he's got to say.
Literally, all those things you just mentioned have decreased
What?
men having sex
So
with
men
women.
need to. What do they need
but
to
it's
do?
not because of them. It's because like women are doing their own thing. It's not because like women like men who are like way better than them or whatever. Like, of course, quality is there, but at the same time, you can't be like, oh well,
Social
Are you gonna date a guy
structure has
that's
changed.
are you gonna date a guy that's shorter than you?
that's short.
That's shorter than you.
What does that have to do with like what you were just saying though? Like there's a million other things
Can you,
that
stop, can you stop deflecting and answer the question? Will you date a guy shorter than you?
No, but
Okay,
what
will
does
you date a guy that
that
makes more money than you? I mean, sorry, that makes less money than you.
Yeah.
You will
You
significantly.
Listen, I have
Hey,
something
hold
to
on,
add.
hold on. Will you date a guy that makes less money than you?
It depends. It depends on like the situation. What if he's like building a business? Like hell yeah, babe, let's build a business.
but he
like,
has to have potential, correct?
I mean, yeah, you got to do something with
Ambition.
your life. We're not talking about like go downstairs and find homeless man. Like, come on.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. Is that women have way
that's
more standards.
quality.
Can you please let me finish? Like, women have way more standards on men than men have on women. Women are the ones that gatekeep who has sex and who doesn't.
Okay, see, here's the problem. We've already known this for years, nigga. And you telling them they got a bunch of standards ain't finna change that. What I'm telling guys do is meet the goddamn standards. Bitching about the standards, this is pathetic. This is pathetic, but this is what the red pill guys do. And it's what the game guys do too. Nope, I'm not bullshitting. Go watch my videos. Stop asking women to settle. And watch Mr. Lucario, a very good game coach, very, you know what I'm saying, prominent game coach right here on YouTube. Start trying to explain to women about guys having to settle in the club. And guys, women don't give a fuck. They don't have this problem. And you're always going to wind up trying to tell them about what guys have to do to get women, and they don't give a fuck. Because that's not their problem. But let's keep going. Let's see.
So women are the selectors. If women are the selectors, they're going to pick the best. Period.
Yeah.
So what happens is they go for the top 10 to 20% of men because you guys have the ability to do so. Women make their own money. Women have become more successful. They become entrepreneurs, etc. Women.
You know, and my thing is this. These are all facts that the motherfucker's saying. But the thing is that a grown damn man, why would you sit there and explain that to a woman when you can already hear the statistics yourself telling you what you need to do? You're reading the instructions of how to get women to your own damn self, and you're complaining about it to a woman. She's like, well, you already know what to do. That's how they viewing y'all when y'all doing this shit.
Women operate differently than men. Men can date down. Me and Fresh, we can date a chick that works at McDonald's, makes $10 an hour. We don't care.
CVS.
If she bad, we don't care. You ain't like that though.
Why
you
wouldn't
ain't,
you care?
If a
But
dude
there
that
are
looks
women
bad,
that are like that though.
No, there's
that
not.
they're gonna date
No,
down.
there's not.
What are you
Yes,
talking
there
about?
are.
Are you
I
kidding?
have
very
an
few,
example.
very few women actually date down, and if they do, it's almost always temporary.
Temporary.
They give the guy had a chance, he had a dream. Hey, I'll give him a chance, whatever. But if she ends up paying most of the bills for long term, she gonna leave him.
Yep.
Or she
Maybe
didn't know.
eventually.
Fuck. If she gotta pay the bills long term, she gonna leave. When did that shit become a doggone something that need to be known? I mean, like, yeah, that's what women do. They've been doing that for thousands of years. They're gonna keep doing that. This is weakness. This is why I say don't do it. This is why I say don't be doing this shit. It is weakness. And you're going to look like a weak-ass man in front of women. These two guys are sitting there on camera every day making themselves look like bitches in front of women. But that's fine. The teach his own.
Or she, well,
She
either or.
didn't know that he was lower than her, but
Okay.
once they find out, then
Yeah,
things
it's
are a
done.
little
It's
different.
done. Like, listen, man. Biology is biology. Women date up, women fuck up. It is what it is. We're not complaining about it. We're just telling you guys the byproduct of what's happened when you put women in charge of who has sex. Less guys have sex. It is what it is.
It's not when you put women in charge. They've always been in charge of who has sex. It's not putting them in charge. They already was there. They already was there. That's part of their damn nature. Picking who has sex. You're the one who's supposed to fucking make sure. Okay, I'm gonna do this right here because these guys like this, they always start talking about animals in the wild and shit like that, and lions and lion prides. The alpha male in those prides and all this gets picked by the females. It's the same shit. and they got standards. It's the same shit. But for some reason, nobody can see that shit when they're talking about this type of stuff.
It's natural selection. We ain't complaining. There's 8,000 plus people in here watching. I don't see no YouTube channels on women how to get sex, but there's a bunch for men. What does that tell you? There's a problem. There's a market. There's very few things men spend money on. And one of them is being able to learn how to get relationships with women, because it's very difficult for the average guy to get girls.
It's
now,
horrible.
Fair.
for you, it sounds like I'm speaking Chinese because you've never had that problem of having to deal with the opposite gender and get.
It don't sound like he's speaking Chinese. It's like she can hear you. You speaking English, but the problem is that you're saying what the guys need to do while you're fucking talking. You dumb ass. You're saying what they need to do while you're talking. You already know the standards. You just spit them out a minute ago. Women want educated guys, this and that, blah, 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 blah. When the first example that he made was that, okay, there's a guy who's got way more and she's got access to him, and you got the guy next door who really ain't shit. And he described the situation in his own self. And he knows the outcomes. But it's like, why even mention that then? There's a problem. There's no problem. This shit been working the same way. It's working the same way. It's been working for years, for thousands of years. And the problem here is that these guys don't want to do the work. They don't want to doggone meet the doggone standards or try to upgrade themselves.
Dates and all this other stuff. But for men, it's very difficult. We're the ones that have to become. Men have to become. Women just are. We have to create our value. You guys are born with your value. Okay. Period. Now, whether you want to accept it or not is one thing, because I know you're probably gonna be like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a strong, independent woman. I built my value. That's cool. But when it comes to sexual selection and men choosing you, we don't give a fuck about your careers. That's unfortunate truth. Men don't care.
It's just like you don't give a fuck about their career, because I don't give a fuck about their career either. I don't give a fuck about their career. They don't give a fuck about what you gotta do to get them either. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Most of y'all guys' problem is that y'all don't have, you can't connect with women. Most guys can't connect with women because you can't even connect with your own fucking self to see shit like this. To see that you sound like a dumbass when you talking about that shit. You sound like a loser.
Care about a woman's ability to provide security and provisioning. Women do. Women, however, do. They do care about what
but
you
are
do.
we talking about just sex or also dating? Are we talking about like men don't care when it comes to just sex, or men don't care when it comes to also selecting women when they're dating?
I would say a woman's career and her ability to provision, even within a relationship, especially if that man is of higher socioeconomic status, he really doesn't care.
I completely disagree. Completely disagree. And honestly, if I ever were to date a guy, it would never be someone who would like.
You literally just had a millionaire in here that just said it. We're a verified.
That's one person out of literally 2 million millionaires in America. Like what? Where are you getting these stats?
Okay.
Because I'm confused.
Okay. Are you a man? Question. Number one, are you a man?
No.
Have you ever dated a woman as a man?
No.
Have you ever dated a woman as a man that's a millionaire that has a significant amount of money?
You're literally pointing to one person.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that the more success a man has, the less he cares about the woman that he's dealing with success. Mm-hmm. Sugar dating is a thing now.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Well, think about it. Would that market exist if men cared about...
First off, sugar dating ain't a thing now. That shit always been around. Because a man in power with money, like he always is saying also himself. See, here's the thing, these guys, they get redundant. It's going to exercise his options and be doing everything else too. But see, that's like even the Lucario guy. He's supposed to be married and have a girlfriend on the side. That guy's giving the women money. He's not just doing that. Now, he'll tell you about not simping and all the other good shit. But see, if you're a real ass man and you really know about how this game works, any dude if he's married and he has a girlfriend, they are fucking handsomely doggone compensated. But yet he'll tell you that you simp, you doing it, but you paying two bitches. Them women is not just sitting there. And that the Lucario guy sounds like he's a New Yorker. So he's probably dating women in New York. Them bitches don't play. They're not about being slow. If they're doing that, he is coming out the pocket. Not only does this shit make you look like a bitch, but most of them are fucking fakers. We're almost at the end of this shit too.
About women's careers? No. Women value looks, youth, and beauty.
But that's dating because you want to have sex. That's not dating because I want to marry you. Like, that's two completely different types of dating. You're talking about sugar babies versus men that actually want to date.
Newsflash, looks come first for men.
Okay.
Looks come after women.
And everything else comes after that. So looks come first.
Okay.
So
And
that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, looks come first, and then like the career and anything else comes after it. Period. So
but
that's
you're
what I'm trying
saying
to
that
tell
that's still important, right? Because I know tons of men who are multi-millionaires who are very adamant on having a female that is smart,
Yeah.
educated,
Exactly.
has a
I was about to
business.
say
Like,
that.
come on.
I was about to ask that.
They-
Like, honestly, if they're not
And see, and that's another thing too. This woman ain't lying because I know guys like that too. I got homies right now that's got 2-3 girlfriends. They won't be with him because he's a businessman, and the women are not business minded women. They're not about doing anything bigger because he might want a mentality that matches him. This woman is right. She's seen this, and these guys, because they don't. That's why I think that other guy got up and left. But I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just what I thought. But the thing of it is she's right. Most guys that are making that kind of money that's why they get the exercise options because they're not gonna take the person that they don't want. Because at that point they kind of choosing.
like that, I don't want to know.
Wait,
like,
hold on.
and I'm not
Ladies.
judging you.
A lot of guys don't want a bimbo.
Funny, man. 'Cause, yo,
Hold on,
they-
fresh. Hold on.
What happened?
The exception does not make the rule, okay? You know, 1 millionaire, probably 2. But Myra is saying the overall general population, this is the fact.
They're telling you what they're never
Yeah.
gonna. What they're telling you, we're telling you what they'll never tell you because it's politically incorrect for a man to tell you, "Well, I don't really care about a woman's education like that." You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Men don't go and fight and make this kind of money and become successful to come home to some other chick that I'm a boss babe and try to argue with you. Like, men don't
Nobody's
want
trying to
that.
Okay.
That is a false as well.
Hit the pause on that. All right. Look, as far as what he was saying about that, I don't. See, what I want guys to do is avoid having dead end conversations with women. Okay, this type of shit right here. While it's something that loser guys and guys who can't get women want to watch because they think that he's telling her something. He ain't telling the chick nothing. He's not telling her nothing. And he's going to get that reaction he's getting from her the same way he gets every time he's talking about this shit because it's high school shit. The shit that you should have known before you left school. And then he's also go ahead and giving you the doggone answer to all the questions. While he's giving her the question, he's stating the answer from her point of view. I don't know how many of y'all can see that, but y'all, if y'all really watch that video, he spit out everything that a man needs to do to get the higher level women, and she was like, okay, because we all know that shit. I'm gonna do something tonight because I haven't seen this video. It just started playing. Your body, your responsibility. It's only a 9-minute video. Let's roll into it and see what they say.
Women make less money than men because men work more hours. They tend to work more dangerous
Because women
jobs.
get pregnant.
Yeah, because women
Okay,
get
that is a what? A choice?
And
That's a
No.
choice.
what do you mean it's a choice? It's
It's a
50-50.
co-choice. It's a co-choice.
Excuse me, what? It
Between
takes
the
two.
man and
It takes
the
two to
woman.
create a freaking baby. Are you
choice.
Hold on,
joking?
let me finish my point. Number one, it is not a choice because men have zero say in anyone that gets born in the United States.
But they do have a say in creating the baby. So
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
can
no,
wrap
hold
it
on,
up. They
hold
can
on.
wrap it up.
No.
I'm confuzzled.
You're confused because like okay, women have 100% authority over who gets born and who gets aborted in the United States. Men have zero reproductive rights. Your body, your choice, which means your body, your responsibility. So I'm gonna tell you this right now too, because if I was to impregnate you and I wanted the kid and you said I'm not having a kid, you can abort the kid, but it doesn't work the other way around. So you're responsible, okay? So pregnancy
You're both responsible.
No, the woman is the responsible.
What are you saying? How are you not
Men
responsible
can
for
get
creating
women
a-
pregnant every
like-
single time that they have sex and ejaculate. Women can only get pregnant like 2-3 days of the month. So it's really, I feel, up to the
Ladies,
man to
ladies,
make
ladies,
sure that
ladies.
they don't have.
Yes, these are facts that the woman just spit to this dude. And most of y'all, if you're out there having sex with women, you know that you can have sex with this woman for months. And then just one day, bam, it pops up. And that's what they're talking about. In my video, the 3 problems with the manosphere, I talked about lack of accountability. And here you go. There's a lack of accountability on the guys. Yes, the woman can make the decision about if the baby's gonna be born or not. But every time you put your dick in that chick, you is making a decision to try to have a baby with her. Every fucking time. You cannot have sex and then absolve yourself of fucking accountability of that there's a child probably gonna be born out of that. If you do that, you are not a man. That is why most of these guys are not being picked. Because they subscribe to shit like this. And you sound like a dumbass and a loser. And it is what you are. It's why you won't fit to a certain group of men. Because that group of men, like me, don't believe that you absolve yourself of the accountability of a child. Okay? Every time you have sex with a woman, whether it's for fun, whether it's for whatever, you run the risk of having impregnated this woman. And that's a choice on you as a man. Accept that choice. And if she gets pregnant, she has a choice to keep the baby or not. That's not your choice. But it was your choice to have sex with her in the first place. See, the reason most of these guys, and you just bitching in the last video about them not getting picked, is because they don't have any understanding of women. And you can't get what you don't understand. That's different between me and the red pill guys and the game guys. I understand women. And I know that begging them and bitching and complaining is not going to get you anywhere. But let's go on and see what's going to say with this.
Have a baby.
Remember how we said only 10% of men are having sex with all the women? Whose choice is it to fuck the guy?
I mean,
Okay, thank you. The point is
I don't
this:
even know what he said.
you guys, who
but it's
chooses?
still a man's responsibility to wrap it up and make sure he doesn't impregnate.
No, it is not.
That's not what he wants.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You
How is
pick-
it not?
It's not his responsibility to make sure that he doesn't try to make children. Let me go get my other beer out of the refrigerator, because I see right now this is going to get crucial. It's not his responsibility to try to make sure he don't get somebody pregnant. It's not his. See, a lack of accountability. These guys don't want responsibility. See, you can't go telling somebody you're a man when you don't want responsibility. These guys and all their followers and the people that watch them don't want responsibilities. That's why they watch this shit. That's why they send them cash apps. And by the way, I never asked for a cash app. Don't want one. But that's why the people paying them to keep saying the stuff. But it's crazy.
His responsibility.
can you-
That doesn't
can
make
you-
any
If you
sense.
don't want a kid, of
Can you
course it's your
stop cutting me
responsibility.
off and let me finish my
Ladies.
point? Stop cutting me off.
Radio. Remember.
Because again, like I'm telling you guys, you choose who you have sex with. Pro-choice, pro-body, which means
So demands.
pro-responsibility. No, because
do.
women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can. So if you let a man have sex with you and inseminate inside you, you are responsible for what happens at that, because that man has no say once there's conception. Period. So that's like me telling.
I just want to point out the fact that he said that man has no say once there's conception. And that's what I just said a minute ago. But by saying that, he is also saying that the man does have say if there's going to be a baby or not until conception. He's also saying that too. See, that's the problem with the game gurus and the red pill guys. They always going to be talking out of two sides of their fucking mouth. And that's why you can't get women listening to them. Because you going to be talking out of two sides of your fucking mouth. And then women going to be like, fuck you. That's what happens, guys.
Telling you, okay, listen, I have $1 million. Okay, I'm going to spend it how I want, but then you're responsible for me being broke in a couple years. I have no say. You have no say in how I spend the money, correct? So therefore, you cannot have authority without responsibility. The problem is that you want all the authority with zero responsibility. Okay, more of this feminist propaganda.
Actually, this dude, what he just accused her of, want all the responsibility, all the authority with no responsibility, is what he is doing. That's what he's doing. He wants to have all the authority to tell the woman that I want this and this and this, but he don't want no responsibility about the child being made. You know what I'm saying? After that, I agree with him. After that, you really don't got no choices. But you don't even want no responsibility for that. Lack of accountability. Lack of responsibility. Exactly. It is exactly what I fucking pointed out in my other video about the 3 manosphere issues. is exactly what I'm pointing out. Y'all hit subscribe. Join me.
Thing. Going back to the wage gap, does not exist. Men work more hours, women take more time off, men work more dangerous jobs, and men work in the fields like STEM that are male dominated, earn more money. Women work in fields that are female dominated that tend to pay less.
Why are they male dominated?
Because
By choice.
By choice.
Okay.
There, 60% of college attendees right now are women. So women 100% pick where they want to go to school and what they want to do for work. It just so happens that women tend to pick careers that pay less money and they want to work less hours.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell him the bullshit that he's on. Some of those jobs are not by choice. He's trying to say the guys are working more dangerous jobs by choice. This is like in the United States Army, a woman can't be in the infantry. She can't. Just can't. And that's one of the jobs in the Army where you're going to get promoted the fastest. But she can't. I have been in all male units when I was in the military because I was in combat arms units. When I was with the tankers, there was no females in that unit. None. The guys used to beg to go to the warehouse with me every day to pick up the parts and shit for the tanks because it was girls over there. In my job, there was girls, but see, I didn't work in that part of the job. I was in that unit with these guys to do their shit. And there's only guys here because it's combat arms. You got certain jobs with certain strength levels and certain shit is required that women can't work at. That's those dangerous jobs he's talking about, like the infantry. I'm just gonna let that sink in on y'all.
Also,
Who decides how much they make? A freaking man.
No, because
Yes.
they're choosing these careers. They choose the careers that pay less.
I mean, I feel like it's
And
also
it's not. I feel like. Let me finish.
It's not I feel like.
It's not. I feel like. Again,
Facts.
it's facts.
Okay, let me
Men
get
choose
some.
jobs that are more dangerous, that pay more, and they work more hours, and they're less likely to take time off. And like you said, pregnancy, which is true, it does contribute to them making less money, but pregnancy is a choice. As a matter of fact, it's a 100% female choice. So
Depends on which state
you
you're
cannot.
in.
You can almost every state in the United
Or
States.
what religion you're from.
Pregnancy is not a fucking 100% female choice, nigga. That's a 50-50 choice. When you fuck that bitch raw and you nutted in her, you was taking the chance to. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Lack of accountability by men, man. I can't do that shit. I might have to cut this nigga off. Let me just.
Again,
Or what
almost,
kind of stigma you're
again,
going to go
absolving
through.
yourself responsibility.
Frank,
Almost
I'm not
every
absolving
state.
myself. I'm
you
just
are.
saying there's there's nuances
hold
here.
on.
Yo,
fresh,
check.
fresh,
No, I ain't gonna kick her out. You need to hear this.
No, fresh.
No,
Relax.
listen. The point is this: almost every state in the United States has pro-abortion laws. If your state doesn't have it, you can easily drive over the border and get an abortion done. Okay?
No, it's not easily. Are you kidding me? Women die all the time from over the border abortions. Like, what are you
We
you
live
saying?
in a first world country.
Yes, and you just
Like,
said over the border.
Abortions are over the border, like another state, not Mexico.
I'm
another
sorry.
state.
You're acting as if like these women have the ability to just like pick up and go and get a freaking abortion. Like, are you like what? Like
They have
women
the-
still
hold
have
on.
have to work. Women
They-
still have to like
okay.
figure it out.
But they
It
also
still
have the
costs
ability
money.
to choose who they have sex with and who they let inseminate them. Correct?
Not who they let. I'm sorry, I can't let you. Like, you're gonna do it. I'm not in charge of your
Exactly.
body.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it whether I know or not.
What if someone does it? They don't even ask. They just
Like-
do it.
Yeah, I've been in that situation
That
actually.
has
I'll
happened
touch
to me
on that.
personally.
Where you're
Listen.
like, yo, put a condom on, and then they don't put a condom on. You're like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Listen. You cannot have pro-choice and all the authority and then try to mitigate responsibility.
We
it doesn't
don't
work
have
that
all
way.
the freaking authority.
Yes, you
what
do.
are you saying?
Yes, you do.
Here's the thing. You know what? And this thing about these fucking losers, you're the guy. The guy is asking for some ass. You're asking for this, and then you're bitching about it if it happens. It's like, oh, I understand why these women look at these dudes like losers. That's why I built this channel. Y'all, dog, we can't, guys. This shit can't remain. Y'all can't keep looking like this. If you fuck with this manosphere, these red pill guys, these game guys, you're gonna start sounding like this and looking like this. This is bullshit. There's no fucking way he's absolving himself. He doesn't want the man to have any responsibility. But the guy is, so don't ask. It'd be different if women were coming to the guys and asking them. He just got done telling you that women are doing that. They're only taking certain guys. So I don't get this dude. He's a fucking loser.
It is your body. Can I tell you
But
to
you're
have
the
a kid?
one that started it.
No, and you're the one that chose to have sex with him. It always goes back to the woman.
How's it go back to her when you're the one who fucking asked? It comes back to you, homie. See, you guys, you sound like a dumbass when you're doing this shit. This is why I keep saying, my homeboy the other day on my other video, he kept telling me I'm under the assumption that when a guy is saying this shit to women, he's trying to get a result. No, I told my homie the other day, hell no, I'm not. Go check that out. Go check it out on my other video. The damn shit. Should people selling dating? No, I'm not under that impression. I'm under the impression that I'm not looking stupid in front of women to talk to them about shit like this, because they think that it's dumb, because it don't sound right. And I just got done explaining several times how I don't.
You can't you not
This
like
is mind blowing.
No, it's not mind blowing.
Oh my god, what time is it?
It's fact.
All right, so what?
Like, do you
It
not?
takes two. You're acting as if I can literally inseminate myself. Like what?
How can I be responsible over something?
Because you're the one that did it.
Well, hold on. But do I have any power or control once semen is inside you?
No.
What? Okay, but how did the semen get in there? How did it get in there?
Because how did the semen?
Answer her question. See, like this guy, just like I said, when he got put in front of the Brittany Renner chick, she iced his ass. Y'all go check that out. I got a video about that too. Brittany Renner body's fresh and fit. Because they can't answer certain questions. They can't. See, if you follow these type of people, when you get in front of women, you're going to look like a dumbass just like this. That's why you can't get certain levels of women. That's why you can't get to certain women. I'm telling y'all guys what the fucking answer is right now. If you keep failing, that's your fault. I've told you the answer. And I did that shit for free. And I'm showing you for freaking free. Join me.
Hold on, let me finish. How did the semen get in there?
Yeah.
The semen got in there because you allowed me to do that, correct?
Wow.
All right, so what?
There's accidents that happen all the time. Like
Ladies.
there's two people that
Now
are
it's an accident.
responsible.
Pause, ladies. What Mara is saying is you actually laid on the bed. You brought the man to your bedroom. You guys said no. You allowed him to enter the bedroom. You put on your pants. You had the choice whether or not to say yes or no. All right. It's not the man. If grape is one thing, right? But you allowed the man to enter your pants, and all of a sudden, what happens after that is your choice. All right.
But he also allowed himself to come back to the house. He also allowed himself to take his pants off, and he also allowed himself to finish inside that girl.
But
why are we not getting that?
Listen, but the responsibility is this: if you don't want to deal with this man, you chose to have sex with this
And
man.
if he didn't want to deal with the baby in the future, then he should have wrapped it.
You know what?
Exactly.
It's not even if you don't want to deal with the man or not. What about? See, this is what I'm saying. Lack of accountability. When did guys stop deciding, oh, I want to deal with this chick or not? See, you're saying these motherfuckers are crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. I'm not even gonna I can't even keep explaining it. I'm gonna let these dudes finish. I'm gonna get off because this shit is dumb. These people are fucking crazy. These guys are crazy. And if you talk like this to women, you're gonna sound like a fucking wiener.
No. Wait.
Or pulled out.
Yeah.
Or pulled out.
Ladies,
It's really not
again,
easy.
Or asked if you're ovulating.
The point is, again, like, it's crazy to me how you want all the benefits that come from pro-choice and everything, but you don't want to. You want to absolve yourself of the responsibility.
I mean, you want to absolve yourself from the responsibility of having a child, as if the child's only going to be like an egg without a sperm. Like that's just
I have one question.
Bam! He just got hit in the face again. She just said exactly what I said the woman's gonna say, because I know what women think. I know what women think. These guys don't know what women think. Lucario don't know what women think. Coach Greg Adams don't know what women think. The only one on this joke I've seen that looks like they know what women think is AMS, and that is it. The rest of these jokers just ass clowns that I've been seeing so far.
Can I make you have an abortion?
no.
You could definitely influence. You could definitely influence.
Can I
Basically,
make, can,
I don't
hold on,
know.
Can I make you have an abortion?
You could definitely influence. Yeah,
Can I
for
make
sure.
an
Because if a
abortion?
man,
Hold on, okay, cool.
if a man
Can I
is
have-
like, yo, I don't want this baby,
It's a
you're
yes or no.
tripping.
Can I?
It's a yes or no.
Can I?
It's not a yes or no. It's a
Can I?
very.
Okay, so whose
Touchy
choice is it
area.
ultimately at the end of the day? Please tell me. Your choice, right?
I mean,
Both of them, because
listen,
you
No, no.
literally weren't
it's a
careful.
two-way thing.
No. I just asked you, can I make you do something with your body? You just said no. So whose choice is it at the end of the day?
Okay, can
No,
I make
but
you
you
not
can
come
be
inside me? No.
influenced.
So
Exactly.
therefore,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ultimately, whose choice is it?
Both of you.
Yeah. It's a two thing.
If you don't want a kid, how are you going to sit there and
Chat,
tell
am I
me?
going crazy?
Let her talk.
He just said no.
No, it's just like, bro, it's just crazy because like you want the authority, you,
You
want
keep
the
saying
pro-choice.
this, but you're also removing yourself completely from the responsibility of having a kid.
Because here's the thing: if you want pro-choice, I'm not saying it's right, but what I am saying is that the man has pro-wallet choice as well. You choose to have the kid, and
Okay.
he doesn't want to support you financially. That's your choice. It should. But here's the thing: we have conventions and we have things set up where if a woman makes a bad reproductive choice, she's still able to extract resources from that man via the state. What I'm saying is this, okay?
And let me go ahead and tell you, this dude right here, this Myron motherfucker, is always telling women about men built the society. Men wrote these fucking rules too. They wrote them for this reason right here, homie. Because you got guys like this out here who will have fucking children and then don't want to be responsible. That's all he's showing right now. That's all you showing a woman when you talking shit like this. That you want to have children, not be a responsible ass man. That's all you showing. That is it. I'm gonna let these guys finish. I about had enough.
Not all the way cool.
Well, hey, listen. If you're going to be pro-choice, the man should be pro-wallet, but it doesn't work that way. Which is why, which goes to prove even further that it is 100% the woman's authority if the child is born or not. Men have zero reproductive rights.
We're literally
in the
going to
West.
disagree.
That's not true. That's not true.
Because
we're never going to understand each other's point because you're literally removing yourself completely from the fact that how a baby is created. Like, I don't know if you didn't go to science class, but like, that's not how it works.
All right, so tell me
I say
how an
something?
abortion.
Like I said, you learn this shit in high school. You see that? She just broke that shit down in science class for that fool. See, guys, you're not gonna sound like a fucking man with this red pill shit. You're not. And if you on this red pill shit, you're not a fucking man. That is why you can't get certain levels of women. You are not a fucking man. You don't even understand what the fuck you learned in high school, you dumb fuck.
Works. Tell me.
Let her talk.
Wait,
It's just
no,
not how it works.
One pause. What? Tell me how an abortion works.
You just don't have.
Tell me.
You don't have.
Oh, Mark. Sorry. Tell me how an abortion works.
I mean, I've never gotten one, but take it out.
But
I don't
you
know.
science, like you said. Tell me how the abortion works. Is a man available? Does the man have to be there?
What does that have to
Tell
do
me.
with anything? Men don't have to be there at
Exactly.
all.
If he's a man, he'll
What
be
does that
there.
have
He'll
to do
take you
anything?
and he'll make sure
So
that you're
wait,
supported.
We're not gonna get anywhere with this because like
You're not, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop that shit too because it's dumb. You're not gonna get anywhere with that shit because it's dumb. Let me just go ahead and put myself in the middle of the screen because I'm finna close this out. Here goes some more of that red pill shit because maybe y'all think I just pick on Lucario. No, I don't. They're all dumbasses. He just got more dumbass shit than everybody else. And that's why I always can do this thing. But I recommend him to some of these jokers because they think like this right here and they ain't never getting to a certain level with women. And that's just not gonna happen for them. It's just not. This last video was a surprise to me. So that was kind of a bonus. Y'all kind of got that. But this 2 videos in a row for these guys, stupid. And this is why you get fucked around with the women. But anyway, y'all want to follow that jump? You go right ahead. That's your business. I'm not telling nobody to not do what they want to do. But I am going to tell you this, you ain't going to get nowhere. So we done went through this whole thing. Guys need to have doggone some damn standards. Because if you don't, you can't ask for certain shit. Because the other side's got standards and you don't. So it is what it is. Alright? Then we went to talking about other little stuff we talked about in the last video with this dude acting crazy again. And now this. So, guys, I'm just telling y'all, look, y'all might want to spit that red pill out. That's the end part of that conversation. And because you can see why. You look like a dumbass when you say this type of shit these people talking. There's a total lack of accountability by men in these situations. And that just got proven in the last video. So y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button and drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think. It's been Taurus Downey, y'all. Go hard or go the fuck home. Oh, shit.
you.